The Miranda-class, one of Starfleet's most accomplished designs, first emerged in the early 23rd century, taking on a supporting role alongside the Constitution-class during the 2250s. The two classes shared numerous structural elements, reflecting their parallel development. Though the initial Miranda-class ships performed admirably, the class didn't reach its definitive form until the 2270s and 2280s. During this period, both the Miranda-class and the closely related Anton-class underwent significant upgrades. The revamped Anton-class ships were occasionally dubbed Reliant-class after their overhaul. The updated Miranda-class, once again borrowing elements from the refitted Constitution-class, proved exceptionally effective, prompting Starfleet to greenlight the construction of additional ships in short order. Both the Reliant-style refits and the newly built Miranda-class vessels and their modernized configuration remained in active service well into the 24th century. Even 100 years after the first Anton-class refits, these ships continued to form a substantial part of Starfleet's fleet. The Miranda-class distinguished itself during the Dominion War, enduring heavy losses but still managing to soldier on, with many vessels remaining operational by the close of the 2370s. The Miranda-class ship is approximately 233 meters or 764 feet in length. It is smaller than the USS Enterprise A, about 305 meters or about 1,000 feet in length, making it noticeably larger than the Miranda-class by about 72 meters. The Miranda-class starship is a compact Federation vessel known for its saucer-centric design and lack of a secondary hull. Its warp nacelles extend outward and downward from the saucer, giving it a low-profile, horizontal stance. The bridge, located at the center of the saucer, is slightly raised, surrounded by hull plating, sensor arrays, and phaser banks. Two nacelle pylons extended from the underside of the primary hull, connecting to the warp nacelles. While these nacelles were visually identical to those in the Constitution class, they were mounted on top of the pylons, whereas on the Constitution class, the pylons were attached to the bottom of the nacelles. The primary hull's design incorporated a forward docking port, while the aft section housed two shuttle bays divided by the ship's impulse engines. These shuttle bays were distinctly labeled, with 1 positioned on the rear port side and 2 on the rear starboard side. The most common design featured an elevated structure above the aft primary hull, extending dorsally from the ventral nacelle pylons. The mega phaser housed a weapons pod equipped with torpedo launchers, phaser banks, and a small deflector dish on top. Let me introduce today's sponsor, Raycon. With an active noise cancellation to block out distractions, Raycon's everyday earbuds are your perfect companion for the gym, work, or calls. Delivering premium audio wherever you go. The latest model is better than ever, boasting an impressive 32-hour battery life and multipoint connectivity, allowing you to pair with 2 devices at once. Need a quick boost? With Raycon's quick charge feature, just 10 minutes of charging gives you 90 minutes of playtime. Best of all, Raycon earbuds offer high-end features at just half the price of other premium audio brands. If you're not satisfied with your Raycons, they offer a 30-day happiness guarantee with a no-questions-asked return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/halfscreen to get 20% off the best-selling everyday earbuds. These are the most comfortable earbuds I've ever worn. No more earaches or worrying about them falling out. I own other earbuds, but these are my everyday go-to. Whether at the gym, working, or traveling on a plane, they're always with me. By ordering Raycon, you'll be supporting my channel. Thanks. Now, back to the video. Before we go through each deck, if you want a more detailed view of each floor in this video, you'll find a link to the blueprint in the description box below. The Miranda-class bridge design in the 23rd century bore a strong resemblance to the layouts of other starships from that period. Situated on Deck 1 within the saucer section, the main bridge served as the command hub for the Miranda-class. On the USS Reliant, a single turbolift entrance occupied the rear center of the bridge. Along the back wall, flanking the turbolift, were 2 distinctive stations unique to the Miranda-class: the Master Situation Station on the starboard side and the Tactical Station on the port side. The starboard side also housed the Science Station and the Communications Station, rounding out the bridge's functional arrangement. forward-facing viewscreen dominated the front bulkhead, but unlike other Starfleet bridges, this floor does not include a ready room or head. The captain's chair was strategically placed just behind the nav and con stations. While the core layout remained consistent, minor variations appeared across different ships.
Inoperative.
The computer core is at the center of Deck 2, with the vertical turbo shaft located directly behind it. Adjacent to the computer core is the Combat Information Center, which houses the damage control room and the ship's system status display. Toward the front and center of the deck are the fighter craft, internal system, and data management control. The fleet movement status display, communication control, and cryptography systems are positioned on the starboard side. At the front of Deck 3 are the officers' dining room and galley, and further back are the officer lounge, battery, and damage control compartment. Starboard side are the mess hall, flight crew quarters, several offices, the upper-level shuttle parking, and the RCS control thruster bay. Aft of the deck is main engineering, where the impulse drive systems are located, including the warp plasma conduit, auxiliary fusion generator, and impulse exhaust manifold. The 3rd Squadron locker room and the cryogenic gas tankage are at the center. The port side houses additional flight crew quarters, squadron officers' offices, the pilot's ready room, and the Killer Bee flight simulator room. Throughout Deck 4, the horizontal and vertical conduit compartments integrate seamlessly with the engineering diagnostics and workshop. Centrally located is the upper-level main cargo bay, providing ample storage and accessibility. On the port side, the upper-level gymnasium and long-range sensor bay contribute to both crew well-being and operational capabilities. This ship is equipped with 2 vertical Jeffries tubes for maintenance and access across decks and 2 shuttle elevators. Located at the front of Deck 4 is the life support and battery compartment. In addition, several officers' quarters are located here, including the dorsal phaser system turret shaft and the inorganic synthesizer compartment. Cargo Bay Control Booth 1 is strategically located for optimal oversight and management of cargo operations and shuttlecraft activities. On the starboard side is the upper-level recreation lounge and balcony. The main level includes the shuttle parking and the environmental systems bay. Further back is the pressure curtain force field generator compartment. Toward the aft section, the impulse drive manifold compartment ensures propulsion efficiency. Main engineering features the propulsion warp core systems and the dilithium chamber. On the starboard side of Deck 5 is the main-level recreation lounge, providing a space for relaxation and social interaction. Toward the center, you'll find the upper-level deuterium tankage and the shuttle bay control booth. At the aft end of Deck 5 is the shuttle bay tractor beam bay and the main engineering warp core control station. This deck also houses the upper-level shuttle bay 2 and the main-level gymnasium with a small pool. Centrally located is the mid-level main cargo bay, ensuring efficient storage and accessibility. At the front of the deck are the defense field generator compartment, several lifeboats, a transporter emitter, the structural integrity field generator compartment, and the main-level dorsal phaser system turret compartment. This ship also accommodates the junior officers' quarters, which include a head and sonic shower, along with officers' quarters. Deck 6 is the largest deck designated for enlisted quarters, with each room featuring a head, sonic shower, dining area, and lockers. It also includes officers' quarters and a science lab. On the outer rim of Deck 6 are the senior officers' and yeomen's offices, the chapel, the theater with backstage, and the forward observation lounge, which is positioned front and center. This deck also features the crew mess and lounge for dining and relaxation. At the center, you'll find the evacuation transporter room with additional facilities including the cargo transporter and Killer Bee parking bay. Further back are the shuttle turntable, food stasis and pool machinery compartment, and the main level cargo bay. It also includes an arboretum, offering a green space for relaxation and research, a spacious general cargo high bay for handling large freight and equipment, and several briefing rooms. Deck 7, also known as the sickbay complex, houses intensive care, surgery, trauma, isolation rooms, nurse stations, and the infectious disease ward. Most Starfleet ships are designed with the sickbay at the center of the ship for optimal protection. This deck also includes the 6 personnel transporter room and the security complex. Surrounding the sickbay are the cryogenic fluid tankage and water tankage bays. Closer to the outer rim, you'll find escape pods, the general cargo bay, and a pair of RCS control thrusters. To the starboard, this deck features the plasma relay compartment, shuttle elevator machinery bay, and reverse thrust impulse manifold bay. At the aft and center, the antimatter containment bay, deuterium processing compartment, and deuterium tankage ensure efficient fuel management. Additionally, there is a pair of shuttle elevator machinery bays, a landing pad bay, and an emergency life support compartment. The main Jeffries tube runs throughout the ship, providing vital access for maintenance and system operations. Near the bottom of the ship, Deck 8 houses the emergency transporter room, airlock complex, transporter transceiver bay, transporter buffer, and plasma relay and battery compartment. It also contains the ventral phaser system turret compartment, ensuring defensive coverage of the ship's lower hemisphere. Deck 9 is dedicated to the laundry compartment, equipped with industrial-grade machines for washing, drying, and pressing uniforms and other crew garments. This deck ensures the efficient management of crew attire, maintaining cleanliness and readiness for daily operations. The final deck, Deck 10, is equipped with a lateral tactical scanner suite, providing enhanced sensor capabilities for situational awareness and threat detection. Above the bridge is the Mega Phaser, which houses the forward Mega Phaser energy chamber, outrigger phaser, and aft Mega Phaser energy chamber. At the center, key systems include the photon torpedo loading and launch bay with a torpedo loading conveyor, intership transport target compartment, photon torpedo transverse loader, and the structural integrity field generator compartment. Additionally, the area contains the Defense Force field generator compartment and the photon torpedo launcher exhaust system. The USS Reliant, a Miranda-class starship, was assigned to Project Genesis in 2280 under the command of Captain Clark Terrell. However, just days later, the vessel was destroyed when Khan detonated the Genesis device in a final attempt to eliminate Admiral James T. Kirk. So, what are your thoughts on the Miranda-class? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.